Hi, welcome to my new YouTube channel. My name is Louise Mortimer, and I'm a breath and cold practitioner and wellbeing coach. Here's the thing, I didn't start this channel because I wanted to be another voice in the wellness scene, telling you to just breathe, sit in your feelings, or if you tried an ice bath, it might change your life. Although I've probably said all those things along the way. I have started this because I have suffered properly, deeply, and I've known what it's like to be stuck in your head, disconnected from your body, screaming internally when everything outside looks just fine. I have been frozen in stress, full of shame, and so depleted I didn't know how I'd keep going, let alone get better. But I did. And I learned, not in a weekend and definitely not gracefully sometimes, that healing comes from feeling, sitting in the things we try and avoid because we don't know how. I'm here for the hows and the what's going on in the body, how we navigate that, and more importantly, loads of practices and guidance along the way, and probably a few stories. From slowing down enough to notice, from learning how to be with what's real, and not letting it swallow you whole. That's what the space is. It's the breath and all its iterations, the cold and how we navigate that at its appropriate time, and consciousness, and that uncomfortable, gorgeous, life altering thing we call healing. Healing, the journey, the process, whatever you want to call it, it's yours to label as you will. I'll use many different iterations along the way. It's your choice how you say you're navigating things. Because here's what I believe, we've lost connection. We've lost connection to our bodies, to nature, to other people. We're more on than ever, but somehow more off than we've ever been. We scroll more than we speak. We numb more than we notice. And I think, genuinely, the breath, the cold, and conscious awareness are strong antidotes to that. Simple, profound, brutal sometimes, but transformational nonetheless. I'm here to blend the science with spirit. Think research paper with a bit of soul. This channel isn't about quick fixes, although there will be tools to navigate things directly in the moment for those higher stress times, but also the bits on the other side as well. It's about nervous system health. Yes, we've heard it a lot, but how can we actually work with it instead of bulldozing through life on this cocktail of cortisol? It's about building capacity in our bodies, about creating space where chaos used to live, and how we deeply connect with safety. And it's also about having the capacity to accept and have a laugh in the middle of the messy bits. Because let's be honest, if we're not enjoying the journey and having a little pinch of salt with things, what are we actually doing? But more importantly than anything, this channel is about truth. My truth, which I offer not because I've made it, far from it, but because I'm willing to go there, into the shadow, into the fire sometimes, and hopefully your truth, which I hope feels a little bit more possible when you hear mine. But I'm just one woman, that's it. I know a lot, I've lived a hell of a lot, and I see a lot with my community and clients, but I'm certainly not a guru, and I don't think I ever want to be. We're all fundamentally human, just some know and understand more. All equal. I'm here to share what I know and all the things I think will aid in those journeys, from what I've seen with other people and in my own. But if there's one thing I've learned, it's that healing doesn't happen in isolation. Some parts do, but the majority of it happens in community. So let's start a movement. Let's make awareness normal. Let's help you find safety within your body again. Let's firmly ditch perfection and actually grow authentically, beautifully, imperfectly, and messy. But together, you and me, and anybody else who you want to add into the journey. If you're here and you're still watching this, then maybe you're curious. Maybe you're hurting a little bit. Maybe you feel a little bit alone. Maybe you're on the edge of something you can't quite name yet. Or maybe you just want to understand the breath and the cold a little bit more. Welcome. This channel is for you, for the version of you who knows there's more, For the version of you who's tired of pretending everything's fine. For the version of you who's ready to come back to yourself, breath by breath. And if I can be a guide, a hand, a light in the darkness, a voice that makes the dark feel even slightly less lonely, then that's why I'm here. Not to save you, you have to do that, but to remind you that you are not broken and you are definitely not alone. So keep your eye out. Let's breathe, let's feel, let's chill out when it's suitable for the body. Let's transform, not into someone else, but into the person you deserve to be. I'm really glad that you're here. So maybe keep an eye out and see what I've got going on. Maybe subscribe. But if not, drop in when you need to. Again, I'm Louise. Just a friend, just a guide, or someone that you can lean on when you need it. Bye.